Hello, my friends. How are you doing today? I am doing super duper. I am doing good. I am doing fine. I hope you are also, if I haven't said that already. And I have some pickups. I have some pickups, some stuff that came in the mail, some stuff that I bought at the Dollar Tree. Yes, I went to the Dollar Tree again, and I still was able to find some weird, odd stuff. And actually, something that a couple of my viewers from my channel here, they were asking me a question, and this is going to kind of elaborate on the question, answer the question. And it's going to answer the question. It's going to answer one of the questions that you guys had. And let's just begin, because I'm talking too much and this makes no sense. So this is stuff that came in. Some stuff I've seen, some stuff I haven't seen, some stuff that I want you to give me your feedback on and tell me, yes, you need to watch that right away, or no, don't do it. Go away. Stop watching it. Don't even try to watch it, because this is going to mess you up. All right, here we go. First one is the Criterion Collection of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Love this movie. I love it. I've always loved it. Will continue to love it. This is a classic 80s movie, and I had to get the Criterion. Why? Because it's Criterion. I mean, paragraph of extra stuff. Like I tell you guys all the time, it's like going to McDonald's and ordering that bag of food and stuff, and you get out to the car and you're driving down the little hill there, and you're like, I know they forgot something. Then you go inside the bag, and what? They gave you an extra French fry. That's what this is, my extra French fry. Criterion is my extra fry. It has so much bonus stuff in it, so many things you wanted to know or didn't want to know. It's got a ton of stuff, and interviews and new footage and different things added into the stuff. And Fast Times at Ridgemont High definitely deserved a Criterion video. So I was super excited to get that. I'm glad it came out. That was an Amazon pickup. Waited a little while for it, but it was good. All right, next movie is a movie called Shag. Also stars Phoebe Cates. As you can see, I'm a little bit of a Phoebe Cates fan. I mean, if you know Fast Times at Ridgemont High, you know what Phoebe Cates is known for in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And then she was in this movie, and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to order Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I've never seen Shag before. I'm not sure if this is a musical. I'm not sure. It's giving me a Hairspray vibe about it. It's got, I'm looking at the cover, and it's got the guy over here is from Weird Science. Okay, and then I'm looking at, actually, it's got a lot of stars in it. And they're big enough for me to see on the back. Yeah, that's good. We got Phoebe Cates. We got Bridget Fonda. We have, let me see. So many, I'm trying to give it to people that I know. Is it just Bridget Fonda and Phoebe Cates that I'm thinking of here? Isn't that Terry, is it Terry? No, I was going to say Terry Hatcher, but it's not. Anyway, yeah, not so totally sure what this one is all about. I know I didn't own it. This is not an upgrade. This is a addition to my collection, so I was kind of happy to get a copy of the movie Shag. Next movie I got was a Vestron video release of Waxwork and Waxwork 2. I think, is that what it's called? Waxwork 2? Let me open this up. Oh, sorry. Waxwork Lost in Time. The only thing that I wasn't happy about is I ordered this off of eBay. It came in. There should be a slipcover. Did not get the slipcover. But, you know, I'm not beating myself. I enjoy getting slipcovers when I get the slipcovers, especially with the Scream Factory ones, because they're beautiful. But, I mean, I'll take whatever I can get. And for the price, this was definitely worth it. You get the two movies. I believe I paid $10 for it. If I would have bought it with the slipcover, I think it would have cost me like $20. Do I want to spend $10 for a piece of paper? Not really. But I haven't seen these in years. Going to relive them, rehash them, rewatch them, and then I can give you maybe a proper review on Waxwork and Waxwork 2 or Waxwork Lost in Time. Does have special features like Vestron Videos does, and has been cleaned up like Vestron Video does. So I am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing it again. Don't remember. Haven't seen it in years. All right, this is the one I have questions about. I have questions about this because I am debating. I'm debating asking the wife to sit down with me and watch this movie together, and we're gonna do a review on the movie, like here. You know what I mean? Like on this platform. You know, I've never seen the movie before. I haven't seen any of these movies before. But let me just say that the not interest, the temptation. Is that the word I'm looking for? it's been intriguing me lately. The thought of it has been intriguing me lately. The South Park episode of this movie has been intriguing me lately, and I've been seeing a lot of stuff on YouTube, reviews and everything, saying this is the most disgusting movie that you'll ever see in your life. It will literally make you throw up. So I'm like, I'm a horror fan, man. I'm a horror fan. I've watched some really grotesque stuff in my time. I've seen Hostel. Hostel was pretty grotesque for the regular. I mean, I Spit on Your Grave, stuff like that. Is a lot for somebody. But I've absorbed them. I put them into my life, and they haven't messed me up yet, as far as I know. As far as I know. Anyway, I don't feel like they've done anything to me, but this might be the breaker, okay? This is the Human Centipede, the complete sequence. This is Human Centipede 1, 2, and 3 in a Scream Factory box set, director's cuts. Part 2, I guess, was originally in black and white. They've given it to you in color in this box set, which I guess is important, because the reviews I've been watching on this thing says, okay, this is what they tell me, and you can tell me if I'm off my rocker. Don't watch it. Still sealed. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm going to take you. We could do like a little poll or a little vote. Should I watch the Human Centipede complete sequence? Should I put this in my life? That is the question for this video. Comment below if you've seen it. Should I see it? Which one should I see? Should I start with number 1? I hear that it doesn't even matter if you start with number 1, you start with number 2, start with number 3. I do know the plot lines for these things, though. Okay, I've watched enough reviews on YouTube to give me the plot line story. So we got part 1, Human Centipede. Supposedly that's the classic. That's the one I should be watching according to this whole thing. That's the one I should start with. They say that it's pretty grotesque, pretty messed up, and it's a little unsettling. That's part 1. They say part 2 is even worse. Part 2 is a guy, supposedly the way that this guy set up his sequels and stuff. Part 2 is a guy that works in a car garage, and he is obsessed with the Human Centipede movie. So now I haven't watched these yet, but I'm already liking the concept that, okay, it's not a sequel. It's not a Human Centipede Part 2. It's a Human Centipede fan that wants to create a Human Centipede because he's such a fan of the movie. Now, I like that concept. I think that's a great idea. Instead of making it Human Centipede 2, a continuation of whatever happened to the first guy, and so you got a whole new kind of concept going on. So you got a disturbed guy working in a parking garage, hunting out his prey, collecting them to make his Human Centipede. Okay, that's part 2. Now, what was supposed to be cool about this, or not cool, or really bad about this, is that I guess when they originally released Human Centipede 2, it was in black and white. This one is in color. They say that watching it in color is even worse than watching it in black and white. They say it is absolutely grotesque, sickening, disgusting. Matter of fact, on the back here, it says Human Centipede, Human Centipede first sequence. Okay, that would be the Eli Roth one. He said, it honestly got me sick. And that is the highest compliment I can give to a horror movie. And that came from Eli Roth. Now, if Eli Roth is telling me that this movie made him sick, and he made Hostel, and he made Clown, and he made those types of movies, I'm a little worried about this franchise. I'm all for it. The other one I got up on my list of things that I have never watched that I plan on watching is Cannibal Holocaust. Have not seen that one yet either. Green Inferno supposedly is like Eli Roth's Cannibal Holocaust. I watched that didn't disturb me at all. Had no issue with that movie whatsoever. I was not sickened by it or whatever. There is a movie called, it's not Castle Freak, Blood-Sucking Freaks. Somebody told me about this movie years and years ago. Said it was absolutely disgusting, gross. You'll never see anything like it. I got it. I watched it. I loved it. I watched it multiple times. I absolutely absorbed it. I loved it. Am I gonna love these movies? The last one in the franchise here, the third sequence or whatever, the third movie, what's cool is he uses all the same characters, this director. It's something Six. His last name's Six. Because I've been watching so much. I've actually been watching YouTube videos to try to motivate me to put this in. I want somebody to tell me you have to see it, but most of them I'm watching, they're like, this is disgusting, this is sick, don't do it, don't watch it, it's gonna mess up your life. For the rest of your life, you're gonna have this vision in your head. For the rest of your life, you're gonna be sick to your stomach. You can't unsee what you've seen and when you see this stuff. But it's intriguing me. I'm intrigued. That's the word I was looking for before. I'm intrigued by this thought process thing and the regular movie, the sequel. I don't know. So here we go. Comment below. Should I tackle this franchise? I'm gonna do it anyway. Probably. I'm gonna do it anyway. But I want your comments. I mean, have you seen it? Were you sick? Is it really that bad? Questions. I want answers. All right. Next one is another one I special ordered because I have all of the rest on Blu-ray. I'm kind of upgrading this thing, and I was missing this one. Is it just this one? No. The other one is The Village. I don't know if The Village has been released yet on Blu-ray, but it's M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water. I was missing this from my M. Night Shyamalan collection on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD, so this is an upgrade. Why? Because I started collecting all the M. Night Shyamalans on Blu-ray, and I was missing this one. It's out of print. Got it for a song. $7 and change. And this is actually the first time I ever saw it on Blu-ray, so I was like, I gotta grab it. I just had to grab it. This was a no-brainer. Upgrade. Great movie. Whatever. Okay? The Village, people complained about that one too, but I actually enjoyed it. All right, listen. Don't judge. Okay? Do not judge me on this title. It was at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes when you're at the you know, when you're at the Dollar Tree and you're walking by the table and you see something, sometimes you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it, and then you question yourself, why did I do that? Is there a reason behind it? Okay, I collect pretty much any kind of genre, and I have a huge music collection of live concerts and different things like that. So when I walked by the table and I saw this Christina Aguilera, My Reflections live in concert Christmas time DVD, I couldn't pass it up. Now, I did not know that it was Christmas. Okay, that was the first thing. I'm like, so when I'm driving in the car and I do that little thing like I'm a little kid and I'm going through my bag of goodies and everything, I'm like, oh, Dollar Tree, yeah, Christina Aguilera, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this was like buying tampons when I went up. You know what I'm talking? Toilet paper, okay? The people that you're buying, I felt like they were gonna judge me. I felt like they were gonna look at me like this guy's a little wacky here. Why is he buying a Christina Aguilera DVD? That's the way I felt. You know what I mean? Like, some people don't have this issue. I have this issue. When I buy toilet paper, I go up to the counter. And I have to buy extra things with it. It was almost like when you were a teenager and you were buying like condoms or whatever, and you like I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna buy 15 packs of gum. You know what I mean? You try to slip that one thing in because you don't want the teller to tell. It's not a teller. The cashier to look at you like, oh, you pervert. You know what I mean? That was the feeling I got when why? I don't know why. Because Christina Aguilera, nobody even. It's not even. I don't even think she's a thing anymore. Like, nobody even really cares. But I was like, I gotta get it. I gotta add it to my collection. I have Christina Aguilera DVDs, you know, and I don't have this one. And I was happy to see that it has Genie in a Bottle and it has What a Girl Wants. I mean, it's got the big hits. But then she does Christmas songs. She does Merry Christmas, Baby. And she has Have Yourself a Very Merry Christmas at the end of the set. But in general, you know, it was a buck. It was a buck, and I don't have it, and that's what I got. And I hope I didn't just out myself with the whole. Personally, I have no problem buying like feminine products. Okay, I've been buying these things for years. I got wife, I got daughters. You know what I mean? And grabbing them, putting them on my arm. You know, pads and stuff. Not an issue. I have more of an issue with toilet paper. Okay, because I know that when I'm buying toilet paper, they know where that's going. They know I'm gonna. But the thing is, everybody uses it. But I have a problem with it because I don't like to walk out of the store with it under my arm, especially if that's the only thing you buy. You know, sometimes you just got to go buy toilet paper, and you're leaving the store with your toilet paper, and people are looking at you, and you're like, I know where that toilet paper is going, but they use it too. But this is my crazy thinking. This is why I need medication, because toilet paper should not be a problem for people to purchase. To me, I don't know. It shouldn't be, but with me, it is. Why am I even talking about this stuff? What is going on? Too much time at the Dollar Tree. That's what this is. Too much time at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so anyway. With that said, Christina Aguilera is now part of my collection. And if I say Christina Aguilera wrong again one more time, I'm just going to go crazy. So then this is another Dollar Tree pickup. This is the Steam Engines of Oz. Yeah, a big stretch from the Christina Aguilera. This is the one I was telling, I was talking about in one of my other videos that I grabbed, I put down on top of. So what I did is I saw this, you know, it was sitting there like this. I'm like, oh, what is this? You know, the Steam Engines, Steam Engines of Oz. What is this? I mean, it's like a computer generated. Reminds me of like a what was that? Is it not Tom Sawyer? Huckleberry Finn. There was like a claymation type show back in the day, and that's what this kind of reminded me of. But this isn't even claymation. This is more of like a CGI type thing. But the bottom line was I collect Wizard of Oz stuff. I have a lot of different Wizard of Oz versions of movies. Witches of Oz, Return to Oz, Oz the Powerful. I got all kinds of Wizard of Oz stuff, and I wanted to add this to my collection. So I saw it, and I put it on top. Because I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna buy it. This is the first thing. So I'm picking through my thing. I'm sliding through it. I grab this one. I'm like, ooh, Oz, yeah. Put it right on top. And this guy comes up behind me, reaches over me, and grabs it and puts it in his cart. If you know Dollar Tree, they got those big bags of almost like movie style popcorn. They're about this big. And when they do their little setup with the Blu-rays and stuff, they put the popcorn and everything together. So the guy grabs this, comes over me, grabs it, and then he goes over and he grabs the thing of popcorn, puts it in his little green hand cart thing there, and he walks away. Now, a couple of things went through my mind. Couple of things. First, this guy had to be probably in his late 50s, early 60s. Why is he buying the Steam Engines of Oz? But then again, I looked at myself and I'm like, how old are you? And why are you buying the Steam Engines of Oz? So why am I judging this guy? I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'll just let that go. Then I'm like, should I be mad? Because there was only one copy of the Steam Engines of Oz and I had my heart set on it. And then I was like, well, this is an older man, probably lonely. He's going to go home. He's going to watch the Steam Engines of Oz. And that's the only thing he grabbed. And he's going to eat his popcorn. And he's gonna go home, and he doesn't have long to live. You know, I don't know. That's what that was going on in my head. I mean, granted, 60 years is not that old, but I'm like, if this is the joy that this guy has in his life, who am I to take that away? For $1, I could find this again, and I did. And so, why would I do that to that guy? Why, this was his Saturday night joy. I'm not gonna take your joy. What if I would have scooped around and grabbed his popcorn out of the thing? I mean, he would have probably been really upset, you know what I mean? And I was a little hurt by it. I was a little confused by it. I'm like, why did this guy take my Oz? But then I was like, he's old, and he's going home with his popcorn. I don't see him with no wife. I don't see him with no kids. He's just going home and watching a cartoon. I hope he was alone. Oh. Anyway, but that's the story behind this. A lot of people ask me exactly what happened. How did that happen? You know what I mean? I'm sure somebody would have pounced all over the guy if they would have took his thing, but not me. I try to be peaceful. It's $1. If it made the guy happy, hey, let me bring a little joy in your life. Last pickup, something that came in the mail, something that I wanted to add. This is an upgrade into my collection for a while because I have everything else on Blu-ray and I wanted to upgrade. The last thing I had was on DVD. I even have the TV series on Blu-ray, so this was an upgrade. And this is Evil Dead, the remake, or reboot, or whatever you want to call it. I actually enjoyed this. It was dark and bloody. That's all I got to say about that. I mean, it was not the first... It was not a Bruce Campbell. I mean, come on. You can't replace that guy. You can't replace the original Evil Dead. You can't replace the original the Evil Dead 2. You can't even replace Army of Darkness. Those movies are classics. They are great. They are wonderful. Bruce Campbell is like I don't like I never like to say you're a god or whatever. But in the horror community, okay, as far as Evil Dead goes, I mean this it's a classic. It's an absolute classic, and they redid it, and I thought they redid it well. And I'll be honest with you, it didn't give me a Evil Dead feel. It didn't give me. I didn't feel like this movie took anything away from the Bruce Campbell character or the original Evil Dead movie or Evil Dead 2 or even Army of Darkness. I didn't think it took anything away from that. I felt like this was a movie in itself. It had its own feel, had its own darkness, had its own bloody, messy, gory thing going on. It didn't steal anything away. And if they're going to be a remake done, I like when they do that. I mean, don't just rip from the old. I mean, you could take a little from the old, but make it into your own. You know, turn it into something new and make it in your own. But please pay respect to the originators. Pay respect to the original brand, and don't just take it and turn it into a pile of garbage. And I gotta say that this was halfway done. This was done very well. Okay? And that's the end of my pickups for this week. And with that said, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I never remember to say hit the bell. I never say don't hit that bell, but I post a lot. I am working on trying to get these things, because editing takes forever. I have an OCD issue. Everything has to be perfect. If you want to be notified, hit the bell. That's the thing I keep forgetting. Hit that bell. So hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Not ring the bell. Hit the bell so the bell will ring. And I will see you later.